what it means to sculpt my life from love. It means to give up everything I thought I was and look into quite deep layers within myself that's been protected from my own woundings and so forth. And it's also opening up to the devotional love that I know in my heart to be my path and to really serve in life and in that heart space that I love to be. And yeah, this is me coming back from the portal of birthing to children, to moving to Kauai from Los Angeles, and really shifting life around in the most beautiful ways. And it's all been happening because I've been following this deeper longing in my heart for what is real and true for me and for our weaving with my man together in our relationship, how be really honest with self and sitting in that longing in the heart. And that longing can be quite painful. It can be big and strong and overwhelming at times. And it is that beautiful creative tension of that knowing of what's true and possible, of your true potential, of that diamond treasure within yourself, and the gifts that your soul wants to bring through in this lifetime, or the true life lived only by you. And to sit in that longing of what is true and what's not yet manifested or created on the external, in the external, that can be quite a painful tension if you're not allowing yourself to fully go there and feel it. And when you are, if you go there to the core and feeling that longing and feeling the grief of not having it, the love of having it already, because it's already there, everything that we are creating on the external level is from source, is essentially created from the internal. So what I'm learning and what I'm seeing and what I'm beautifully experiencing is that when we follow those true wants, that heart want that is underneath the other wants, these maybe more superficial wants of, like, I want money because I want safety, right? So what's the want under that? Safety. It might even be love underneath the safety, or connection, maybe even connection to self, right? Because once we're stepping down and stripping off and coming into our bare, naked, natural nature, our true self, there is enormous safety there that is beyond anything you will ever own, anything you will ever create. And this safety is what I think all humans longs back to, because truly, because that is who we are in our core essence. That safety is who we are. We are that love that shines. And in love, if we're not used to love, it can be feeling like it's burning and it's fire and it's so strong, and it can be actually terrifying as the fire burns away everything that is not true, everything that is not you, everything that is a debris of a path walked that is already over, that is not yours anymore, or is yours, but want to come in even to a deeper knowing. And as everyone says, that has had some sort of kind of recognition of their true self is that you're already there all along. Where you are right now is perfect. There is no becoming. And that's why devotion and love and wants are so important, because it's not about becoming something. It's not about walking out in life and becoming bigger or greater. It's about truly remembering, returning, rediscovering what you are now, and how this light and love want to shine through you. We all have a specific personality and form. So sculpting life through love. How do we want to shape our world? How do we want to shape the world that we are part of creating? And we all have this unique, beautiful path. And then we also all have this commonality of the true self, that oneness, all one, and yet deeply unique to you, your journey. And in many spiritual traditions, it's almost looked at wanting as a negative thing. But wanting is what makes a toddler start learning language, start walking, start like a baby moving into. And wanting is their drive. And same with spirituality, wanting awakening, wanting to find truth, wanting to know yourself, wanting to discover yourself as you are fully is so beautiful, and a gift that comes from your true nature, from your true self. And that's where the longing of coming back home or returning or feeling like the new earth is here, but not quite knowing how or what or how it's going to shape or come into bloom. So why I'm sharing this is that this path for me has been so much of just sinking into that sometimes uncomfortable space of the heart and sitting in that longing. That's how I met my partner. I allowed myself to sit in that deep longing to actually meet someone in love, to offer love. I wanted to share love. I wanted to give love and share and celebrate. It was not to take love or to want love because I don't have it within me. It was my cup was full and my heart was full, and I wanted to share it. And it felt heartbroken to not be able to let that love flow out to someone and share that with someone. And the next day, I met my partner at Whole Foods in Venice. And I did a prayer in the car after picking up my alchemy bowls that I just bought for my birthday that was coming up in 2 days. And I said, universe, I'm ready for unconditional love. And literally 30 minutes later, I see my man, who was a stranger at the time, but not because I recognized him as a soul in his frequencies, his blueprint. He walks into Whole Foods. I see his profile. He's wearing house shoes and a hoodie, and you can hardly see his face. And it feels like he's private. And I see him walking into Whole Foods, and we cross paths at their section, and We smile. I smile. I see him and I recognize him. I know in the depth of my heart, I see him. I see him. And the smile that I get from him is completely open. There is no layers or protection. It's a complete openness there. And we pass each other and I smile. And normally I would shy away or I would put on a weird face or something to protect. And I felt my mask dropped. And I was in complete openness, smiling fully. No half smile. A complete open, in awe kind of smile. And we go to the checkout points and we're paying in different stations for the food and we keep on smiling and we keep on just getting pulled to each other. And he points at the door and do this sign language with his mouth, sharing, I'll meet you outside. And I go and I hug him and we hug. And then he asked me, where do I know you from? And 2 days later, on my birthday, we have a meeting, a coffee, and we share. And it feels there is a ground, like I felt grounded, centered, non-butterfly feeling, just deep knowing. No, not in the mind, just in the being, in the body. Walking away from there, just deep knowing. And I knew. And here we are 8 years later with 2 little boys, 2.5 and 1, or 14 months. And it's been such a beautiful journey after a few years and so many things shifting and so many things being left behind and so many things opening and expanding and also returning to these older ways of offering, but also refining everything and really sitting with that aspect of self that is our true nature and see how that wants to move in life. How does that river of truth, of love, of source want to touch and share and water life